Right, the next couple of bits that we're going to talk about is obviously my setup for fishing in the margins, how I like to fish, how I've caught a lot of my big fish over the years, and as I said, it's nothing, it's not rocket science. It's tested and tried kit that I've used time and time again, and I've got 100% confidence in. So we'll start off with, got a nice little gold spool Dower 2600. Got a nice 9 foot 2 3/4 ESP rod that have only just come out. And coming down, we've got ESP's new line that's only and all just been released. Very trusted line. I've been using this all through the spring. Then we come to the business end of everything. Now, when I'm fishing in the edges, I like everything pinned down. So you've got a nice big dollop of putty there. Probably, like I said, it's just that I can't actually show you what I'm fishing there at the moment, but there's an actual block there, and I've got my rig laying alongside the block, and I just wanted this section of putty just behind the block, so if a fish did try and come in and flank the near side of where I'm fishing, the line's going to be pinned down. It's not going to fly up in the air and get caught round the peck and the fish is going to spook off. We've got a nice little bit of short, reliable, trusted ESP 45-pound lead core, along with their beads, helicopter beads, a little bit of silicone to a 3-ounce flat lead because I'm fishing down on a slope. This is completed by size 10 ESP swivel, best swivels out there in my eyes because of the rotation on them. The hook link material that I'm using in this instance, because I want it to act as freely and as natural as a free offering, is a bit of 15-pound microlink from Rigmarole. It was something I used up on the road lake to quite effect. When I was bottom bait fishing up on the road lake, this was what I had most of my fish on. Also, I've just got a little bit of a split shot just to keep it weighted down at that point there. Now, as I just said, I want the hook link to act freely, but also I don't want it coming up in all different stages. So that part of the middle there, it's just nice and pinned down to the bottom, so it's not sort of wafting all up if they come in flank or start wafting with the pecks. At this point here is a size 8 Drenham Super Specialist barbel hook, tied KD rig style. Now this is something, I've just shown Jamie this is something that I will be bringing out, I think. It was something I mucked about with, and it's going to be a new product in scattered baits. The theory behind it, in my eye, is when you're pellet fishing over pellets. It's a small little pop-up imitation, like it's meant to look like a pellet while the pellet's breaking down and stuff like that. But it's popped up, and as I said, I've just got a little split shot just behind it, just so it's sitting very neatly on the bottom. Yeah, again, I've seen, I'm not saying it's wrong, it's everyone's to their own, but I've never been able to understand when people are fishing, and it does catch fish. I'm not knocking people that have done it, but this is my thought. You'll get people that are pellet fishing, but with a round boilie, a 16mm round boilie. Why? That's not imitating what you're trying to fish over. Yet again, that danger effect's coming straight back into it. You're trying to trick them. The same as when you're fishing over hemp. Why do people fish an 20mm boilie? It's to me, you want to try and mimic what you're fishing over. Basically, so when Mr. Carp's coming in, it's all blending in. There's nothing strange where it's going to immediately think that's danger. I'm not having none of that. I'm backing away and clears off, goes and feeds somewhere else around the lake. And like I said, these are just little brown, little pop-ups. I know pellet doesn't pop up, but it's just the way I wanted it to sit over the pellet, because as the pellet does start to break down in different forms, that's how I want it sitting, just over a cloud of dust. So as it comes in, as the fish comes in on the cloud of dust, one suck, bang, the lot flies up. As it tries to spit, or sorry, eject, with the shot behind the little pop-up, as it blows, the hook's setting every time. It's going to nail it. The hook will just drop straight on the bottom lip, fish spokes, bolts off, you get a bite. That's my thinking behind this. One other thing I just wanted to touch on, these were what I I swore on by Sutton. Now, for those of you who've never looked at Sutton or never fished Sutton, Sutton's got no weed in it. The clarity is very poor, it's like tea, and this is quite a bold statement to make here, but I am going to say it. I don't think I've ever fished for riggier fish. Them fish can't see what they're picking up. They test everything. They're testing rigs all the time. 90% of my fishing over Sutton, I made up these little back leads. Simple little things, just little drilled out bullets. I think they use them for pike fishing. You can get different sizes, and I've got different size ones made up. And that's what I used. I found it was so crucial to get my lines pinned down over Sutton, which you could do because there was no weed, nothing was obscuring it. So I also made these up that was pinned back, straight off the tip, line down, with a little bit of putty, short bit of lead core, and that's what scored very well for me over Sutton. These little pop-up things that I've designed for sort of fishing over pellet, another prime example is fishing over the chops. I mean, when you break these, or keep them whole, this is what I'm saying, it's all about mimicking what you're fishing over. You know, you look at that, what white carp in its right mind is going to resist that, you know? That blends in perfectly with that.